Wallahi minash shaitanir rajim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Today, no cooking. You're welcome to my channel. I am Toheeroh and we talk about healthy living and healing with herbs, and then we cook, of course, delicious, healthy, natural meals. Now, today I want to talk about this tea. Basically, tea is for somebody who bleeds too much. I call it blood stop tea, but it's not like it's going to stop the blood in your body. No, what this tea would do is basically to, if you have excess menstrual blood flow, there are a lot of people these days who experience heavy bleeding as a result of let's say PMS and PCOS or PCOD or fibroid, whatever it is. This is a uterine tonic tea. This is what it looks like loose, but luckily I was able to produce it in, so call it blood stop tea. The name may change. I want to open it to see how it looks inside. So this is what it looks inside. It's basically, it comes in tea bags. This is how it looks. Now the reason why it's in tea bags is because most of my clients do complain about having to take loose teas like this. Actually, it's the best, but myself, I don't find it convenient, but because I know it contains much more benefits than the tea bags, but you still get the results you're going to get even if it's tea bag. Now let's talk about this entire kit for this client. The complaint of is bleeding for too long. Now what happens to her is that she bleeds for like a month or more, and then the bleeding stop. 2 weeks later she starts bleeding again. Basically, we are going to be treating her, and the thing is, she took the COVID vaccine. She's also on contraceptive, so she observed the abnormality with her menstrual cycle when she took the contraceptive. These are the herbs that were made for her. Now this is oat powder. This oat powder is basically to balance the menstrual cycle, aid fertility, and the reproductive system. But this powder has a side effect, and what is that? If you have fibroid or polycystic ovarian syndrome, it's not advised to use, or estrogen dominance. For that condition is an indication of estrogen dominance, but there's a reason why I added it to it. If you observe, I wrote here, use in 2 months time. She's not going to use that now. She used it in 2 months time, inshallah. This also is blood tonic. Now she was actually skeptical about buying this because she said she's bleeding, she already has too much blood, and I said no, you need to cleanse your blood. Basically, when you are suffering from any female issues, most times the blood is either too thick, so the circulation is poor. This will enhance the blood flow. It would also cleanse the blood, then it will replenish the blood she has lost. Now let's talk about other herbs in this kit. This is gut health. I talk about gut health a lot, but maybe I don't make as much emphasis as I'm supposed to. Now this is going to help to heal the intestine, the stomach, the liver, and it's not basically for liver, but there are some liver enhancing property in this particular herb. The gut health, it will heal our stomach if there's ulcer, if there's gastritis, if any type of ulcer, either gastric ulcer or peptic ulcer, this would help it. And then it's also one of the best thing about this is that it clears phlegm from the throat. So if she's having any type of inflammation or whatever, this would aid the condition. Now let's talk about this too and bring out everything. It's a full kit. The kit is meant for 3 days. This is energizer and libido. Of course, she has been bleeding for a very long time, so her libido is quite low, so she doesn't have the need for intimacy. This would give her energy, because she also complained of sometimes feeling irritated, but she's not too tired. So this is like a 2-in-1 combo. Now let's talk about this infection. She has used this infection powder before because she observed she the first complaint she had was infection. So she has used it before and she liked it. She called back for more because she observed that the bleeding was not as much as it used to be in the past. The infection definitely helped her. Now the last I am having this kit is a liver cleanse. So she'll be using two capsules at night for the liver cleanse, and the benefit of this is that it's going to be a gentle cleanse because this is a 45 days treatment for this liver. This will take care of her for 45 days, the evening last. It will help her to every night if she's consistent with it without stopping, because when you stop the work would reduce and then you eat again and the problem comes back again. What this would do is that this would help her to address any liver issue, because the liver and the reproductive system work together. They're in synergy. Now if you don't take care of your liver, there's a tendency that you will develop a lot of health conditions. We can't treat hormonal imbalance without the liver. Now if you are calling for such a kit, you can see how bulky it is. When we give you a price, don't say it's too expensive, because we put in a lot of work, a lot of effort. Imagine what would cost us to produce a kit as bulky as this. Now this will last. She's not going to use everything at once. Don't get scared. If you are calling for such a kit, you're going to use everything at once. She's starting with the tea bag. Where's the tea bag? This tea bag and the liver cleanse. But I may have to talk to her. So this is an individual order. It's not for everybody. It depends on how your body has been designed and what is the immediate need we need to address. You understand? So how we need to address the immediate need of stopping excess blood flow before we proceed to other types of treatment. Surprisingly, this may get to 6 months before she exhausts all of this, and that's the aim for it. We need to help her heal, but according to what her body deserves. It's a physiological herbal preparation. It's when you call for your own treatment, we are going to give you what we feel you need at the right time. Let me give you a scenario. A client came to us, she wanted to conceive, but she was having adrenal fatigue. Adrenal fatigue was not as terrible as that, but the problem was she couldn't sleep at night. If she wakes up by 2:33, she doesn't go back to sleep, and she's very cranky, irritable, and she gets angry easily. Mashallah, when we started the treatment, we started with helping her to sleep, because without rest, no other thing will work in your body system. So we needed her to sleep, and alhamdulillah, I mean, within a week of the treatment, she slept. She doesn't want to sleep again. Toheeroh, I don't want to sleep anymore. But that first stage of the treatment was really, really wonderful. She slept so well. She felt more like herself. She became very calm, and her anger was not as bad as it used to be, but it was still a work in progress. When you come to us, I'm not promising you magic. I'm not telling you you're going to get ill immediately. No, if you don't put in the work, you're not going to get ill. It's just like you trying to get money or get rich legal way, the halal way. You can't expect it to happen overnight without you putting in the work. As much as this kit is, if she doesn't use them as she's supposed to, she's not going to get the benefit of what she wants or what she intends. And most importantly, you need to pray about your health. You need to pray about your health. Now, it's lovely talking to you all. We're going to pack this up and then come back to you. Don't worry, I have lots of recipes coming to you soon, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.